Hey everybody, welcome to American English Online. I'm Chris, your American English teacher on YouTube. Às vezes, as coisas fogem um pouco do controle. Às vezes enfrentamos uma situação frustrante, como ter um pneu furado, ou perigosa, como a história que eu vou te contar hoje. E é sempre bom ter algum conhecimento sobre o assunto para você poder melhorar e não colocar mais pessoas em perigo. Vamos lá? A história de hoje é sobre um erro que eu cometi, na verdade mais de um, e isso causou um pequeno incêndio na minha casa, mas deu tudo certo. Luckily, I was home alone Saturday morning. I decided to fry up some bacon because I wanted a traditional American breakfast, which is bacon, eggs, and hash browns. I grabbed the frying pan and turned on the stove. I heated the pan while I whisked the eggs. When the pan was hot, I threw in the bacon strips. They sizzled, and that wonderful smell of bacon filled the kitchen. But that's when the trouble started. The phone rang in the living room. I thought I had time to answer it, since I had just started frying the bacon. Well, I forgot about the bacon. By the time I remembered, the fire had already started and the flames were high. If you throw water on a grease fire, you make it worse. Never throw water on a grease fire. You should cover it with a metal lid or with a damp towel. But I didn't have a big enough lid. That's when I made my second mistake. I tried to cover it with a dish towel. Sometimes that will work, but in this case, the flames were too high and the dish towel was dry and too small. Guess what happened? The dish towel caught on fire. I panicked a little, but I knew that you should never try to move a pan when it's on fire. Since I didn't have a fire extinguisher at home, I ran to grab a bath towel. It worked, and disaster was averted. But I destroyed my breakfast, I burned a dish towel, and I ruined a bath towel. I think I'll get a fire extinguisher for the kitchen. Que desastre, né? Eu vacilei várias vezes ali. Bom, agora a gente vai fazer um quiz para ver quanto você entendeu e ver se você captou as coisas importantes. Vamos lá. Primeira pergunta. Which example shows a typical American breakfast? That's right. Letter B. Bacon, eggs, and hash browns. Hash browns é um jeito de você preparar batata e às vezes vem com toast, torrada. Segunda pergunta. What is a whisk? Letter A. We also use a fork to scramble eggs, but a whisk makes the eggs fluffy. A próxima. What was my first mistake when preparing breakfast? A. Cooking bacon at too high of a temperature. B. Leaving the kitchen while frying something. C. Preparing eggs while frying bacon. That's right. Letter B. Never leave the kitchen when you're frying something. You might forget, but even if you don't, it only takes 1 second for a fire to start. Next question. Which action is not recommended when dealing with a pan fire? A. Smother it with a towel. B. Cover it with a metal lid. C. Throw water on it. The answer is letter C. Never throw water on a pan fire. Cover it with a metal lid or smother it with a damp towel. No oxygen, no fire. Never use water. Why did my dish towel catch fire? A, because it was greasy. B, because it was made of cotton. C, because it was dry and small. The answer is C again. If you use a dish towel, make sure it's wet and big enough to cover the pan. E na última, eu vou te mostrar alguns itens, alguns você já ouviu e alguns são novos e você vai ter que descobrir. Chuta aí, depois você vê a resposta. Which items should or shouldn't be used to extinguish a grease fire? Baking soda, salt, water, a damp towel, flour, baking powder, a metal lid. And there you have it. Never use water, flour, or baking powder on a grease fire. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this story and maybe learned a little fire safety as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video to help support us, tell your friends, share the video, and as always, let's practice. American Engasguei pouquinho, né? Pode deixar isso. That I already forgot. Oh, turn on the stove. Right, of course I did. Can't cook anything without the stove on. I gotta just do this in one take. I can't stop in the middle of all this. A big enough, it only takes a second. You know, acontecendo.